Hello and welcome back to my channel, my friends, and welcome to this fun and special video. And this yet again today is taking on a couple of roles. Of course, today we are having a fun scrappy inspiration celebratory hop. We are celebrating Kiki Halbert and her 500 subbies on YouTube. But the last Wednesday of the month is always, and therefore also, off the board day, where the brainchild of my dear friend Crystal, and on the last Friday of the month, we always get one of our pins. Sometimes we have a theme. Most of the time, we just each individually go onto our boards, get a pin, get it off the board, and used as inspiration for a project. Now, this layout of Kiki's was on my board, but in all fairness, I really only put it there very, very recently because we had the hop today, and it's May I Scraplift You, so it works perfectly with that. So I guess this layout is sort of serving all of these purposes. I really did want to maybe get a separate one up for specifically off the board. I really had a really fun mood board that I wanted to use, but I just didn't get around to it. So congratulations, Kiki. Please pop on down below, and of course there will be a list of links for the celebration hop, for off the board, and of course for our May I Scraplift You, as always. And Kiki over on her channel, she is going to have a little bit of a giveaway as well. So make sure you pop along to everyone and see all of the awesome inspiration today. We have tons today with the May I Scraplift You off the board and the celebratory hop. So you can see up in the left-hand corner here the layout that I chose. And I loved it because it was a different, very different design for me. It is beautiful, a little bit busier than would be my normal style. So I may have toned it down a little bit, although I don't know. I think I did it justice fairly. And it's a fun design. So if you recall, when I was doing my starting points, I had this lovely paper, and I had already used this part of it that I used on another layout that you have already seen. I think, was it just yesterday? Just yesterday. And then I had, now wait a minute, how did I have this part? I don't remember. Anyway, I had this top part where I cut the triangle off. My initial idea was to put the triangle here. Oh, there we go. Anyway, I think. And then have a different piece of paper over here. And in the end, I didn't really like it. So what I did is I took this triangle, I set it on the Vicky Boutin, this is from Vicky Boutin Color Study, cut it out, and then used the rest of that paper to create my top half. Now, Kiki, I think, had a little bit more of a central ending to her piece on the right, but I sort of liked this wonky look, and I put that there. And then the background paper that I've used here is from Heidi Swap Old School, from the Heidi Swap Old School 12 by 12, and I sort of love the look. And it's black with gray, so even the black, I would say, on the background is sort of closer to a dark charcoal, so it's not like a black, heavy black. So it looked nice, I found, with that, and sort of just made the rest of the page pop. I have only the one photo as opposed to 4 3x4 photos that Kiki had on hers. I did layer my photos, and then I did sort of get some clustering the way she did a little bit as well. So I guess I took really this sort of background from Kiki's layout and then a little bit of the clustering, which I quite quite like. So here I have a fun little cluster. I used a tag from Vicky Boutin, one of the tabs here from Nicole Jones 911, a viewfinder from Nicole Jones 911, my lovely florals, which I've been going on and on and on about, and I've been going on and on and on about telling you they were flowers number 1, when in fact they are flowers number 2, which you've probably figured out by now since I already saw that many of you bought them. Thank you, thank you. They're so much fun. So flowers number 2, not number 1. And I used the large 2-inch, and then I used the smaller ones, and these are the 1.5 and the 1 1/4. This one is popped up on foam. This fun little sort of file, it's like a memory decks sort of file, and I just popped it underneath here so that I could do my journaling with a chipboard arrow pointing to it. This is from Color Study, Vicky Boutin Color Study. This is from Vicky Boutin Color Study. And this, the wow factor, is popped up on foam to give me this little bit of a cluster like Kiki did here. These lovely puffy stickers from Bella Boulevard that were sent to me by my dear friend Colleen as part of my Christmas present. A couple of the puffy hearts and dots from Color Study as well. Another little floral, and then here I just put the word museum. This will go into my Budapest album, and it's the Museum of Ethnography. I don't know, did I pronounce that right? Ethnography? In French we would say ethnographie. So there we go. Which houses, I guess, really the folk, much of the folk art from Hungary, many objects that date from the 19th century and or pre-World War II, a lot of ceramics, pottery, clothing, furniture, everyday Hungarian life prior to World War II and all the way back into the 19th century. I love those types of museums. They're a little bit of anthropology, a little bit of sociology. I just do love them, and I really, really, really enjoyed this one. So that will go into my Budapest album. And there you go. That has me today for Kiki's celebration. Once again, Kiki, congratulations on reaching 500 subbies here on YouTube. Again, as I said, pop on down below and follow along so that you can get all of the lovely inspiration today. Kiki has a bit of a giveaway. Make sure you follow everybody on Off the Board. Many, many, many today are tying it in, of course, with the May I Scraplift You, since it is May I Scraplift You, and that is the brainchild of Crystal as well as Off the Board. And many of my friends are scraplifting her, which is fun today. But as is my tradition, I scraplifted Crystal on day 1 of May I Scraplift You. That is my little tradition. I do her to kick off May I Scraplift You every year. Well, last year and this year. So please make sure you pop on back tomorrow and see who I will scraplift tomorrow for day 27. Is it 27? Yes, it will be 27. Stay safe, my friends, and happy scrapping until then. Bye for now.